Hey, what's up, guys? Kurt here, guys. Hope you are having a great Easter. Let me go and reset my phone here. Okay, so guys, now my videos are never about religion at all, ever. In fact, I'm probably the most non-religious person you'll ever meet. However, I wanted to kind of take a step and kind of give you guys a lesson on entrepreneurship as it relates to the story of Jesus and the Easter resurrection. Now, anyone who, whether you believe in the story of Jesus rising from the dead or you don't, doesn't matter. The lesson here is in the idea, okay? So, if you follow the whole story, Jesus was crucified and 3 days later he rose from the dead. But if you think about his entire life, he struggled a lot and had a lot of challenges. He had a lot of challenges with things that he wanted to do. He wanted to spread his message across the land, and what happens, of course, is people, there's some people who followed and appreciated his teachings, and some that rejected it, and that's why he was killed. Well, all that struggle, during all that struggle, he never once uh, was negative. He never once, lashed out at anybody. He kept a very positive attitude because his focus was to spread his message. Okay, now whether or not you believe that Jesus is the actual Son of God or not, doesn't matter. The whole point is that Jesus' message, he spread the message because he wanted people to hear what he had to say, and he wanted to do it in a very positive way, a very uplifting way, in a way that would help others and spread love in the process. Okay, now how does that relate to entrepreneurial success? Because yeah, sure, you can be a positive person, but how does that relate to being an entrepreneur? Well, think about it. Jesus went through all these different trials during his life. Then he was crucified. One of the most brutal and most painful ways to die that can ever exist. Okay, horrible. You're hung on a piece of wood. He was nailed to a piece of wood, basically, and hung there and suffocated until he died. Okay. Well, as an entrepreneur, you're going to do a lot of things that can be similar in respect to you know being brutally tortured and run through the coals, basically, run through the rails, drag through the coals, however you want to say it. And you're gonna find things that you go through. It's gonna seem like you're being beat down. It's gonna seem like that's the end, like you need to quit, like you need to stop. But Jesus knew that there was something better on the other end, on the other side. Okay, with him, with Jesus, it was about you know dying, resurrection, and then eventually ascending to heaven. Okay, that was the whole story. Now, again, doesn't matter if you believe the story or not. That's not the whole point. The point is the whole um, simile of the story and the whole analogy of the story is that you're going to go through things as an entrepreneur that are going to really test you. Okay, they're going to actually test your resolve. They're going to test and see if you've got what it takes. Okay, and without these things, you never know how good you're going to get. Okay, so these things are necessary. They're not, put in place to necessarily stop you. They're put in place to strengthen you. So you're gonna find all these things you go through that's gonna seem that they're just beating you down throughout your whole journey. Okay, and it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. Okay, whether you're trying to start a brick and mortar business, whether you're trying to maybe you've got the idea for the next great social network. Maybe you've got an idea for a great app. Maybe whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. You're gonna find all these things that you go through that's gonna seem like they're gonna beat you down. They're gonna call their considerations, their roadblocks, their barriers, whatever. The idea is to get over them and strengthen yourself as you get over them. Okay. On the other side, you're gonna find that because you went through all these things, you're going to rise up. Okay, just as in the story, Jesus rose from the dead. You're going to rise up above all your challenges. Okay, so today's lesson from today's Jesus Easter lesson is again not a religious lesson. Okay, so like I said, I'm the very least religious person you ever know. But again, the analogy of the story, you can align this with anything in your life. Okay, you can see how Jesus struggled through his entire life and was eventually crucified and eventually, according to the story, was resurrected. rose above all the challenges that he'd faced throughout his life. And you'll do the same. All you have to do is just remember, when you hit a barrier, you hit a blockade, you hit a roadblock, whatever it is, it's not there to stop you. Okay? Don't look at it as a stop sign. It's not a stop sign. It's actually a chance for you to improve yourself, to strengthen yourself. Okay? And strengthen yourself is going to allow you to rise up above those challenges. And then when the next challenges come along, you'll know more of how to handle them. And you'll strengthen yourself more going through those. And pretty soon you're going to become one of the top people in your field because of all the challenges you faced. All right? So, with that, guys, this is Kurt. Thanks for watching. For all those of you who celebrate, happy Easter. Have a great Sunday. And like everyone's been saying, stay safe out there. If you don't have to go anywhere, stay indoors. We'll all get through this whole pandemic, guys. You just need to, follow what we're being told to do. Wear protective equipment. Wear face masks whenever you go out. If you're working, protect yourself. Okay, wear a face mask. Whatever you have to do to protect yourself and keep yourself healthy. All right. So, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great Easter Sunday today, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Talk to you soon.